Hello boys and girls, it is Roxors with another Age of Sigmar Champions gameplay video. I wanted to kind of go over some of my thought process when making a new deck. I've been playing a lot of Chaos, as you guys know, if you've seen my videos on the channel. Thanks again for watching. I've had some success with Archaon and Valkia, two different decks, two different feels. I wanted to kind of address what a lot of people have been talking to me about is the Lord of Change. I've been asked a couple times now in Discord about how I utilize him, if I have anything working, and I think I'm onto something. What I'm looking at is obviously the ability. Seems like a strong ability. Increases the last corner value, not damage, not healing, value of a spell by 1. I think a lot of people's mind goes to some of the damaging spells. Flow of Chaos hits for 5, which is pretty good now. Here's an 8. Even Arcane Bolt is an 8. But I think that's still too slow, at least for the current meta. It feels really bad when this gets removed on the third corner. But so I wanted to kind of look at what other interactions. Obviously, we've got all these short ones. Drawing 3 cards for removing seems really strong. Even Pain-Induced Fury on the last one for 4 seems really strong. I thought Mystic Shield, 2 and 2, that seems really strong. Ultimately, I settled on Infernal Gateway because I can get 2 demons out of the deck. I think that's very key. Chaos likes to play all their cards. We don't really want to waste turns drawing. Kind of just want to keep on playing action. Especially with demons. So I feel like what this allows me to do is not only grab 2 demons out of the deck, but also to do some standard order shenanigans. And what I mean is, if you go and you search for 2 demons, let's say on the right hand side of the Lord of Change, you go and you grab a pack of Bloodletters. So when you grab it and you place it, and it comes into play, it deals 1 damage. Well, let's say Lord of Change was second on your list of champions. Now you continue going left to right in standard order, resolving everything that's in play. Well, now Bloodletters is in play, so now it does that 1 damage again. So you can kind of get some additional value. It kind of feels like cheating, but I guess after my conversation with PlayFusion today, that's how it's intended. So let's work with it. Something like this on that space. Bloodletters hitting for 4 and then hitting again for 4 seems pretty strong. So without further ado, let's see if we can play it. And I have been having issues with matchmaking, so hopefully we don't have any. Oh my gosh, Rumgate. All right. This is video number 5 trying to get matchmaking to work, so good for us. This will probably be a big fat loss, but that's okay. Against Destruction, probably a big fat loss. But anyway, we're looking more or less just to kind of see if it works. Now, just because a deck loses or wins, that doesn't really determine to me whether it works. If we can accomplish some quest rotations, if we can accomplish some damage, if we can be competitive, aka not leave them with 20 life, then I'm okay with it. I'm not going to show my hand on the wizard yet. But ultimately, I set up the same with this deck. I want the Lord of Change to be in the second space for purposes of the Infernal Gateway. And also, I want 2 warriors next to each other so they can remove from each other and stuff like that. Alright, so Gordrak's not going to be a thing. That's fine. Warboss Recruiter. Okay, cool. So this might be one of the throws a wizard in the middle, which I'm cool with, because I don't really have any interactions with wizard. So I'm not looking to abuse any of that. So I'll probably say I set up like this 95% of the time with this deck. Is it the Stink Mullet? Yeah. Get it. Alright, so we're going to take an Arcane Bolt for 7 in the face at some point. Or he's going to heal for a bunch. Alright, we got the Namesake card right off the bat. We'll throw that out there and soak up some removal. Do a little scrappers. Yeah. It's a good start. All right, he's just going to get right to it. Bad plan, because the card can only rotate one quest once per turn. Obviously, if I didn't have removal, which I don't, and he's lucky I don't, he'll get that damage next turn, but it doesn't seem like the most efficient use. We'll throw this guy in the end, and let's get this baby cooking. So again, Infernal Gateway, it's going to remove a unit, which I'm really not that concerned about. Sometimes it happens, which feels awesome, but we're just going to go hunt for 2 demons, really. And away we go. I don't play 2 cards often, but when I do, I always make sure they're threats. So this is a threat, 6 damage to the face. He wants to remove this, right? But he can't remove 2 things in one turn. And after 2 turns, he would have to obviously have another deadly chop. So if I were just to put him out alone, maybe he chops them, whatever, but I like to give your opponent decisions. The more decisions you give them to make, the more chance they have of making the wrong decision. Alright, so this little stack's gonna hurt. Alright, I could get one of these guys into play, but assuming that my Infernal lands, I want to have those spaces open. So this is a great opportunity to draw some cards. So we will. Alright, these guys are cool. You line them up against a wizard who usually doesn't have anything in front of them. That's 7 damage in 3 turns. Pretty strong. Okay, we dead yet? Those things hurt. Yeah, alright. Fear the damage. Alright, yep. Alright, so he's just looking to complete a quest, it looks like. That's fine. I assume he'll stack something. He isn't drawing any cards. Alright, so now we're going to hunt. Now again, we can abuse this whole left to right thing. If I put like my hounds here, it'll proc, or it should, off of the Reckless Juggernaut, because they haven't resolved yet. So we're going to go like this, and hopefully everything will go left to right. There's the 1, there's the 6, and then, yeah, there's the 2. So, obviously, we ran into some mitigation, but I kind of wanted to show you what we're doing. I'm not really concerned about the whole mitigation thing. This also is a great opportunity. It's like a free turn. Now, we pulled 2 from our deck, and we get to draw 2 cards. Very strong effect. Next turn, I have the option to remove this stack if I want to here. After, of course, playing a unit. See what he does with the Recruiter. That is not an Auric, but I assume he will play it. Yeah, buddy. All right. Owie. Okay, that's gone. That's gone. All right. So let's just get a quest off, shall we? I'm trying to think. I think I want to... Yeah, just in case he decides to remove anything. No, you know what? We'll play this guy. Because then we're kind of forcing him with his 1 card, or what is it? 2 cards in their hand? 1 card in their hand. Again, guys, this eye on the left-hand side, hold it down, tells you their info. And then we're going to remove it. Get a Blessing, which feels great. That feels great. Here comes the Pain Train. All right. There better be 3 deadly chops in that 1 card in your hand. Pro tip. It can't be. So again, in just a few turns, we've showed you the value. This is what I'm going for. I got a 3 of Infernal Gateway in here. Also, guys, leave me a comment. If you want me to show either before or after, or maybe even just link the deck list in the comments, let me know. And I'll definitely do that so you can kind of see. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He knows it's coming. Very nice. But now he has no cards in his hand, so let's do it. Boom. 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 Ugh. Pain. Do I feel like it? No. Let's double check. Alright, so now let's see what sort of value we can get. I can play this here. I want to go try to get as much damage as I can through this turn, because he's also going to give me a free turn, essentially, because he has to draw. Deck will go. Yeah, go with the Bloodletters. Because that's another 4 damage, right? Yup. Now, knowing next turn, I'm going to get on the 2, and that's going to be 5 here, 3 here, and if he doesn't place anything, 6 here, which he won't because he doesn't have any cards. So 6, 3 is 9, that's 5 is 14. Do this heroic now. Here we go. He can recruiter for something beneficial? Maybe? Burn. Alright, you got a dude. Yeah, he can get that blessing off. What is it? Ah, some damage. Alright. I will cry at the damage. Alright. Ow. There's 5. There's 3. And that's the game. So, there you have it, guys. Hopefully we leveled up some... Yeah, there we go, because we don't use any of these cards. Alright. So there you go. What might not be seen as maybe the most grandiose use of Lord of Change, you saw how important he was in making that deck work. Just that one ability, just that one spell. And even if he didn't have that spell, using something like my favorite ability in Chaos, Gift of Change, is huge. Just grabbing something like a Bloodletter to make a Fleshhounds go again, getting a big threat like the Bloodletter, which one is it? I always forget their names. You guys know this by now. The Reckless Juggernaut, throw that in the corner. 6 damage is coming. Really, really good synergy. It can really close a game fast. Now, we don't pull that blessing, let's say, and we have something that's a little more simple, like... That was the blessing. Total Carnage. We're still doing a lot of damage on that corner. Bloodletter goes on that corner now. We gift a change for that. But we had 6 cards in our hand without spending a lot of turns needing to draw 2. We were able to draw 2 because we filled our board with that spell. And that's a huge effect. The biggest thing about learning the nuances of this game is when you should be playing, when you should be drawing. A lot of people subscribe to the play one, draw one. That isn't necessarily needed if you can be really efficient with your cards like you just saw. And maybe if you guys saw in the Arcane video where I've got 13 cards in my hand and I'm playing out my hand every turn. So really read these cards, guys. If something seems strong, try to look at the other cards and figure out how to use it best. That's what we did with Lord of Change, and that's what we did with Infernal Gateway, which again, I glazed over. I saw that it came out of your deck, which I thought was strong, but I really didn't think it had that capability. Thanks for joining me, guys. If you guys have any other suggestions, I'd like to thank the Discord for suggesting I find some way to use Lord of Change. Hopefully this sufficed. I now have enough gold to buy the playmat I wanted, so I'm happy about that. But again, leave some suggestions, or if you guys want to see either a champion, a unit, a spell maybe used in an efficient way, or maybe just my ideas on it, drop me a comment, like and subscribe, and as always, rock swords your boxers. We'll see you again.